How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Right back again with another video. We're in Harrisburg right now, not a bad city, nice and quiet. Today I want to talk about you will have to sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice. Probably not now, probably even not later, but you will have to sacrifice. Or you will get the consequences of not sacrificing. But you will have to sacrifice. You will have to. That's inevitable. In your life, you're gonna have to get that in your head that you will have to sacrifice. A lot of people want to say, "Oh, I want to get these girls. I want to be able to do this and that," but they're not really. This is a grind state. There's a grind state to things. There's a grind state to things, and you can't escape the grind. And the grind is a sacrifice. The grind, the monotonous grind, because the grind is monotonous. A lot of people want to talk about relationship at the end of the day is monotonous. But as a man, you gotta make sure it's not monotonous, but it's monotonous. That's the truth of the matter. Are you willing to sacrifice now to build the foundation of your life? A lot of people want to build the attic. A lot of people want to build the rooftop before they even build the basement floor, before they even lay the foundation of life. Because they don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to sacrifice, and that starts affecting them later on in their life. The times I did not want to sacrifice, whether it be a health, mental, emotional, spiritual, wealth-wise, every time I did not sacrifice, I had to sacrifice something later on. When I didn't focus to get my money right a year or two ago, I'm sacrificing now, because now I'm working extra, overtime, everything to get my money right. So you as an individual, you have to realize that you will have to sacrifice. That's inevitable. You will have to. You can't escape it. And if you try to escape it further on down the line, you'll end up sacrificing something. And I say this because a lot of times when I see a lot of times in people, and also in me, I'm fixing that about me now, is that the grind, people don't want to get to be in the grind. Look, people don't want to do the ugly things because they see the ugly things don't pay. That's how they view it, as the ugly things don't pay, or the ugly things will take a lot of time to do. It's not flashy. It's not rah-rah-rah. It's not out there, so I don't want to do it. And that's where they get the false notion. That's where they start messing up their life. You will have to sacrifice. You will have to. That's inevitable. Sacrifice is inevitable as an individual. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, because best believe someone says, "Oh, I like sacrificing." They're lying to you. They're lying to you. That's a bold-faced lie. If someone looks at you with a straight face. Man, the bike's coming out of here, man. Little warm weather, the bike is out. You will have to sacrifice. And someone who tells you, "Oh, sacrificing and everything, I like sacrificing," they're a damn lie. They're a damn lie. It's hard to. Right now, I'm away from family, friends, loved ones. I'm in Harrisburg right now working. I met good people in Harrisburg. A young lady showed me around. I met good people in Harrisburg. But I have to sacrifice doing night shifts, doing extra hours, 12, 16-hour shifts to get closer to my goals, to get closer to my end dream, my end goal of being an entrepreneur, of being self-efficient and self-dependent, of being financially free. It doesn't just happen It doesn't just happen like this. Now, I say this to focus on wealth, because I tell men a lot this. I tell men this. Focus on building your wealth. Focus on building a foundation in your life, and also health. Focus on health too. You're gonna have to sacrifice. You could have almost everything, but not anything. You get me? So don't be over here like, "I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that." Focus on one thing at a time. Sacrifice. That means that your friends are going out, you'll have to go to the gym. Your friends are spending the money, you will have to save your money. Your friends are buying new cars, you will have to invest. And probably get an older car while you stack up your chips, so you could buy any car in the future. Excuse me. Take this notion out of sacrifice. I don't have to sacrifice. Take that notion out your head. I don't have to sacrifice. That statement should not be uttered, because you will have to sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice. The sacrifice is inevitable. You will have to sacrifice, whether it be your time, whether it be your energy, whether it be your efforts. You will have to sacrifice something for the greater good. And if you don't sacrifice now while you're young, while you're vibrant, and even if you're old, if you don't sacrifice now, when you get older, you will have to sacrifice something. Just because you didn't invest, just because you did not save your money, just because you did not stack your chips and have a good career, now you are suffering for that later on in your career. Now you're suffering from that when you're 70, 80, 90 years old. Now you're over here, you're dependent on the government. You're dependent on other things. You're dependent on your children to help fund what you're doing. And is that a life that you want to live? Or you want to get the girls? You don't sacrifice building your financial, building your health, building your emotional intelligence, building your physicality. If you don't focus on doing that now, it's going to suffer. Then you're going to start getting the subpar movement. You're going to start attracting subpar people in your life because you did not want to do the sacrifice. Water sticks is his own level. If you don't do the sacrifice, you're going to attract somebody, or you're going to be with somebody who's not doing the sacrifice. Because if I'm doing the sacrifice, best believe I'm like, yo, I want a girl that's X, Y, and Z because I sacrifice. If a girl sacrifices, she tries her best to be pure. She works out every day. She's feminine and submissive. She's going to be like, I know my worth. I'm not going to settle for a subpar man because I did my sacrifice. So you want to get the best quality of woman, but you're not the best quality of man. You want to get the best quality of man, but you're not the best quality of woman. That's not how the world works. That's not how the world works. You feel me? And I know it's cold. That's a cold truth that a lot of people want to circumvent, want to hide, want to dodge. Oh, no. But it's something that you cannot circumvent. It's something that you will have to go straight to it. You will have to sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, you'll have to get that through your skull. That's why I keep repeating it. Get that through your head. The sacrifice has to be there. The sacrifice has to be there. The mentality of sacrifice. The mentality of, I'm just going to save myself. We live in a culture where everybody does not want to sacrifice. People just want, I'm going to be a man whore. I want to be a woman whore. I just want to do the X, Y, Z, and expect good fruits to come out of it. Especially for females. For men want to spend, they want to flex and flash now. Then when they get older, they don't got money. Now they're in their 40s and their 50s, and they're not getting chosen because they sacrificed all their funds on flexing now. Now they're like, where the girls are? All the girls are sluts. No, bro. You didn't get your money right. You focus on shining right when you're young. Now when you go to, you can't shine. Now you got nothing to provide. You have no value to provide. So nobody really wants you for you. A female want to go out here and start sleeping around being promiscuous, and they wonder why no man taking me serious. You did not sacrifice yourself. Sacrificing it's hard. You got to get that through. Sacrificing is hard. To be able to sit back and be like, you know what? I'm going to save half my paycheck. I'm going to invest half my paycheck. I have a whole check. I'm just putting in savings. I have a whole check. I'm going to invest that. I'm going to start a side business. I'm going to start a business. That's something that's uncomfortable. That's something that you have to sacrifice. You have to spend time away from your family. You have to spend time away from fun for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And that's the truth of the matter. Up to 5 years, you might not see no results. Me, I'm doing this YouTube thing. I might not see no results for 5, 10 years. But I still hop on the camera and try to spit good game on you, spit good knowledge on you, spit the mistakes I've made. You learn from my mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes I've done. Wise men learn from the mistakes of others. Foolish men make the mistakes, don't even learn it at all. Smart men learn from their own mistakes. Be a wise man, learn from my mistakes. Sacrifice. Especially while you're young and vibrant. Sacrifice. Go to school. And you may not get chosen out there like that. It is all right. But once you start building a foundation in your life, now you're the one getting chosen. Now people looking up to you. Now people want to be in your life because you sacrificed the years, the blood, sweat, the tears, the late nights, the 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep. Now it's paying dividends. Now you could drive any car you want to drive without breaking the bank. Now you have investments. Now you could be financially free. You're not dependent on anybody for your finances. You're not dependent on anybody for security. You build skill sets that you're not worried about job security. You know what, job security will always be there because you laid the foundation of your life. You laid the foundation of your life. And there's only one way to do it. It's by sacrifice.